Well, good evening, good afternoon, good morning to some. I am your servant. This is a faith moment. Beloveds, a group of people wanted to go fishing and they decided to go out on a fishing boat. And they discovered that the boat was too small. And they realized in the midst of that boat being too small, they could not all fit on that one boat and catch the type of fish that they needed to catch. So they decided to go out and charter a big fishing boat. And in the midst of that, beloveds, they were able to catch big fish. They were able to catch large fish. They were able to catch the fish that God wanted them to catch. And beloveds, in the midst of that, we have faith in the object of our faith. And when we have faith, we must have an object to connect it to. We must have the obedience. Without faith and obedience, and without obedience, we must have faith. We must have both together. And the object of our faith is to understand Proverbs 3 and 5. Trust in the Lord with all thine heart and lean not to our own understanding, but in all our ways acknowledge him, beloveds. We must understand our faith is bigger than how we see it. And we don't need to go into a small fishing boat when we have a big faith, when we have a faith that only God can give us. That's why we thank God for Jesus Christ, who came into our lives, because his only begotten Son, the Father sent the Son that we may have a bigger faith. We may grow in faith, grow according to Romans 8, grow in the Spirit, grow in Jesus Christ, grow in what he give us on Calvary. So, beloveds, get into that big fishing boat. Get into the faith that God has given you, not a small boat of life. Get into the big boat of life, the big faith that God has given you, so you can understand what he did on Calvary. You can understand what he did in the midst of our lives. I know what he did in my life because he gave me life. He gave me everlasting life, and I didn't have to wait to die to receive it. So I thank God for salvation. I thank God for what he's done in my life and given me a big faith to be obedient in what he is and who he is. He walked on this earth. I died with him according to Romans 6 and 8. I died with him and I was lifted up when he rose from the dead. Well, that's all I have for you on this day, beloveds. Understand, he's a big God with a big faith. All you have to do is have faith and obedience and trust in him. Trust in the Lord. Come on out whenever you're in the Dallas-Fort Worth community to Faith Christian Baptist Church at our Sunday morning mountaintop experience at 10:30 a.m. We want you to enjoy the love of Jesus until we talk again about his love. Bye-bye.